Hey team, so today we really need to start talking about integers. They're super important in mathematics. My equad today, we're going to describe how to find the opposite of 6, and we're going to figure out what the opposite of 6 is. And I want you to support your answer using a number line. Okay, so we're actually going to draw a number line in our notes and use that to support our answer. So an integer is really just a whole number. That's all an integer is. It can be positive, it can be negative. Okay, an opposite's a little bit harder to come up with a definition for. When I think of an opposite, I think of the negative of the positive or the positive of the negative. So if my number is -6, the opposite is 6. Just positive 6 or 6. Positive 6 and 6 are the same thing. When we're talking about numbers, if we don't say that it's negative, then it's automatically going to be positive. Okay, so looking at our number line, if we're going to the left of 0, then we're talking about negative numbers, and if we go to the right of 0, we're talking about positive numbers. So all of these numbers over here are positive, and all of those numbers over there are negative. Take a minute and brainstorm some ideas some words that might tell us that a number is going to be positive. Now take a minute and brainstorm some ideas of words that might tell us that words that might tell us that a number is going to be negative. Okay, these are some words that we came up with. When we're talking about a word like gain, that's probably a positive number. A loss, probably negative. Deposit's tricky. When we deposit money into a bank account, we're actually putting money in there, so it's going to be positive. A credit means, again, we're getting positive. Whereas a debit means we're taking away, it's going to be a negative word. Charge, usually that's money you have to pay, so it's usually going to be a negative word. Below 0, I think we know intuitively that means a negative number. Withdraw, it's taking money out of your bank account. So again, that's going to represent a negative number. Owe, guys, we owe money. That's the negative. It's a negative number. And receive, that's us getting money. Receiving is generally a positive number. Okay? Can you think of any other numbers that might represent positive numbers or negative numbers? Any other words that represent positive numbers or negative numbers? Okay, we're going to work on representing some of these numbers in the form of integers. Okay, a company loses $345,000 in 2011. Guys, it's losing that money, so we're going to start with the negative sign and go ahead, 345,000. You earned $25 for dog sitting. You're getting that money, so it's going to be a positive 25 or just regular 25. If Jacob owes his dad $5, that's something that he's losing. It's a negative number. The temperature of the sun's surface is, 5,600 degrees Celsius, and that's a really high number. It's hot, not cold, so it's going to be a positive number. The temperature outside is 4 degrees below 0. Again, below 0 is one of those dead giveaways that we're talking about a negative number. Talking about -4. And a football player lost 10 yards when he was tackled. I want you to try writing an integer for that scenario. Okay, again, we're talking about integers. We know a deposit of $10, that's probably plus 10. A loss of 8 yards, that's -8. I owe my dad $20, -20. And a company earns $500, positive 500. And if we want to write a phrase to represent the opposite, we really only have to change one word. A withdraw of $10. A gain of 8 yards. I received from my dad $20. Try coming up with a phrase to represent the opposite of a company earning $500. Last thing, guys, there are occasions when we're going to need to put numbers on number lines. So looking at A, 9, it's a positive 9. It's way over here. Looking at B, that's negative 2. Negative 2 is way over here. C is positive 4. It's going to be right here. And D is negative 7, all the way over here. Guys, 0 is the balancing point. Everything on that side is a negative number. Everything on this side is a positive number. So, knowing what you know about integers and opposites, I want you to tell me, what would the opposite be of 0?